we played hard enough to win, but we didn't play well enough to win. I think it was 56 or 58 all, and they outscored us 21-10 down the stretch. And that's just a really good, disciplined, organized, experienced team. It was picked to be at the top of the league for a reason. We didn't really have an answer for Childs tonight, but we fought like crazy. I just think that defensively we have to be a little bit more determined, because if you're going to stay in the top half of the league, these are the games you're going to experience. You guys all know this, and it's going to boil down to whether you're making shots or not. You're going to have to guard, and our defense let down in that last 6-7 minutes when we didn't make a shot. We're expecting to get fouled. Bradley was very physical. I'm sure it was a hard game to officiate. We have to have a little more poise, a little more discipline, a little more patient on offense to get what we want. And we lacked that, but more so we lacked defensively determination to finish those possessions down the stretch.
Greg, that was part of it. As far as the offense was concerned, was it rushing shots a little bit? Was it Bradley's defense? Because it was 9 minutes without a field goal in that stretch.
Was it really?
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think the offense was that bad. We did get shots. I thought we got to the double bonus, and then there weren't many fouls called after that. But I think Tyreek and C. Will was in the arc twice, and one of them was taken away, and then we missed the other. But give Bradley a lot of credit. Obviously, when that time it's winning time, they buckled down. They were tough. They communicated. They made us take a tough shot, and we didn't execute as well as they needed to. So more credit goes to Bradley than anything else. But that's what I'm talking about. We have to be a little more disciplined in our approach down the stretch when it's a possession-by-possession game.
Is it hard as a player when they were playing hard and not getting necessarily a reward for it, on the offensive end and then later on the defensive end? But is it frustrating to try to fight?
I'm sure it is. A guy like Tyreek, the way everybody guards him, and people are very physical. I mean, these teams are very physical. This freedom of movement stuff that we had a couple of years ago, that isn't very. Even NBA guys say how physical the Valley is, but you do what you can get away with, and they certainly are a very tough, physical, athletic team. And then you got those rim protectors and getting Childs back down there to help. So it's tough to go down there and get something easy. But that's when you have to have some more poise and some more discipline, because when that happens to us and we're going through a stretch like that where we're not scoring, it affects our defense in a negative way. And that can't happen.
What could have been better against Childs? Because he's such a crafty player, and he does a great job in the lane.
He was terrific. He was terrific, and you've got to fight him off his spots. But then when you fight him off his spots, it almost gives him like, hey, I got more room now. And I thought in the first half we let him get 15 feet uncontested jumpers way too easy. Things were a little bit when he can stand there under no duress and knock those down. We let him get going early. Then he started attacking us, and we were thinking about double. And the first time we didn't go, and you got the guy expecting a double team. The next time our rotation wasn't good out of it. But I give a lot of credit to that dude. He's a heck of a player.
The effort was certainly much, much better than it was on Saturday. And that sounds a little bit like moral victory territory, but were you happy with that aspect of it as opposed to what you got this past Saturday? I mean, it wasn't enough, but were you pleased with that aspect of it?
I'm not saying they didn't play hard on Saturday, though. I mean, it looked bad. It looked worse, but I'm not saying he didn't play hard, and the guys weren't in there trying to win and compete to win. I fully expected to win tonight. Our preparation was very good. The guys on the trip and in the locker room and out in warm-ups were outstanding. They were locked in. They were focused, ready to go get after it and get a win. And it's just, you're playing a very experienced, very talented team that's trying to do the same thing. And this is important games for everybody. And this one was a pivotal one between us because we were sitting there tied, and they just executed better down the stretch. They executed better down the stretch, and that's what a championship caliber team does.